opening lineup for the Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And for Oklahoma City, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward. So the Timberwolves win the tip. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh, build on that optimism.
Now here's Williams. And Holmgren with the basket. On the assist from Williams.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Randle a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley passes to Randle. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Now here's Edwards. Dort with a steal. And they're on the break. Jumps up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
And a miss there on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Edwards. The Thunder with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Yeah, they split their series last year. Both sides have loads of talent. It should be an entertaining meeting again.
Now here's Conley. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Oklahoma City. McDaniels from long range. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Outside for Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Holmgren. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Edwards, a pass to Randle. Back to Edwards. Lets it go from 14. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Edwards against Williams. Fires the 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. For 3, Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Allie, thank you. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Gobert gets the bucket.
Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up from deep. Holmgren hits the trifecta. Holmgren's got 10.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Holmgren with the block.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Conley finds Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Dort for 3. And Conley grabs the miss.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Edwards, the pass to Randall. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams on the wing. And Gobert with a block.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's checked in for Dort. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. In third, the Thunder.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Goes back up. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Fades. They get it back. Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. DiVincenzo with a steal. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, when Shai goes all out, catching up to him is not an option. And he is gone.
Reed, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Reed, from outside the arc. Rejected by Holmgren. By himself. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Gobert. For 3, DiVincenzo knocks down the long J.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it fly. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Alexander Walker. Yes, it's good. And now just a 3-point Thunder lead.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Outside, Williams. Off the mark there with a three. Minnesota has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Outside, Alexander Walker. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
13 foul.
Here's Alexander Walker. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Edwards, he's checked in for McDaniels.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. He drops it from range. Edwards got 7 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Alexander Walker. Up top, DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's covered by Holmgren. Pass to Alexander Walker. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Alexander Walker's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Williams. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 2.
They're getting run over. That's 3 straight hoops on the break.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Gobert finds Reed. To the paint. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Defense does just enough to alter that shot.
The three is up. Connects from downtown. And now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
14 foul.
1:25 left in the first. Holmgren with the block.
Right now, they're losing ground. I mean, they might need to switch things up a bit. Maybe hit the offensive boards a little harder.
1:20 left to play in the first. Drills it from deep.
A nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Left side, Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Williams. There's 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Gobert. Outside Reed. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Thunder with a lead. Outside, Williams. Back to Caruso. Wallace with it. Here's the break. And here they go. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, that's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Here's Wallace. Holmgren inside. Uses the glass on the layup. Holmgren's got 14.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Here's Oklahoma City now on the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the 2 spot.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. To the wing, right side. Pass to DiVincenzo. Let's go with a 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul. Thunder leading by 4. Stolen by Reid. Outside, Alexander Walker. For 3, DiVincenzo. Hitting his 3rd shot in 7 looks.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
Edwards with some muscle.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
There's a screen by Wiggins. Randle with a steal. Pass to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Oklahoma City's ball. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. You look at Gilgeous-Alexander. Active hands. He's 2nd in the NBA in steals. And, of course, Alex Caruso, he's right there with those guys. A guy who will swipe the ball from you. Top 5.
These two struck fear into their opponents last year. Able to force so many steals, they're a problem for opposing offenses.
And Minnesota with possession here. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. To the right side. Randle, pass to Edwards. Over Caruso. Edwards, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Williams from long range. Randle against Wiggins. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. A little early for that 2nd foul.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And here's Edwards outside. They get the rebound. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
Just one of many things Reid contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Thunder.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on. And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Caruso, the pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Back to Caruso. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Left side, Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. On target from range. DiVincenzo's got 12 points in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Dort comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Wallace. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Conley against Wiggins. Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Randall. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 4-point game. Caruso outside. It's Wiggins on the wing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Now here's Conley. Still no points. Out to DiVincenzo. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight. McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Dort. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's McDaniels. Up top, Randall. Stolen by Wiggins. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Driving to the basket, and he goes in for the dunk.
An aggressive move by McDaniels, a guy who keeps growing his game.
McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Caruso. 6 to shoot. Sends it home from 3-point land. And the Thunder lead by 6.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Conley passes to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. To the middle. Here's Wiggins. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. for the Timberwolves.
Now to the line for the Timberwolves.
And here's Conley. No made baskets yet. Pass to Edwards. And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Conley passes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
And stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Here's McDaniels. From down in the low post, it goes. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Gilgeous-Alexander. A good look from Wiggins. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Edwards finds Conley. Back to Edwards. The three is up. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
For three.
Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one too, assuming his countryman Victor Wembanyama doesn't start taking the reins.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Wiggins, and it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. Outside for Dort. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Edwards, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. Here's Wallace. He's got 5. Outside, Williams. Back to Wallace. Pass to Dort. From deep three-point land.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Get up, Anthony Edwards!
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Williams, a screen on Edwards. Here's Caruso. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 2. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Hartenstein. Williams with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Dort for 3. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
Well, a swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Wallace with it. Working on McDaniels. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
A minute 9 left in the first half of this game. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Conley. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, you always want to play aggressive on the boards, but he was a little too aggressive that time.
Yeah, but I don't mind a guy battling down low. Let him know there's not going to be any easy rebounds.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now here's Edwards. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Stolen by Caruso. Wallace, the pass to Williams. Randle with a steal. Outside McDaniels. Going inside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. So it's Minnesota now. Outside Edwards.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into it.
This will be his third trip to the free throw line. Jalen Williams, he's checked in for Caruso.
Anthony Edwards.
And both free throws good for Edwards. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Williams against Edwards. Williams passes to Williams. Outside, Williams. Pass to Dort. The three. The shot won't fall. Good if it goes. Doesn't go for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
You know, right now for the Thunder, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes.
And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second.
And that's a wrap on.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. That's the group from Mark Dagnall starting the second half.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
The shot by Conley, no good. Thunder leading by 5. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA doing his thing in close.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Pass to Gobert. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. Hartenstein with a screen on Edwards. Williams from long range. Rebound Minnesota. Conley's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Thunderball. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second is Rudy Gobert.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
Oklahoma City leading by 7. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves trail by 9. It's Edwards on the wing. Dort defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up.
He shot 3 of 6 from the foul line. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Edwards against Dort. Pass to Holmgren. There's the 3. Chet from range.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
With a step back. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Edwards has got 8 points here in the quarter. There's a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander slices in for a bucket.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Edwards with it. 25 points in the game. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Clock at 4. Here's DiVincenzo, the putback. Gobert with the follow.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Thunder leading by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards against Holmgren. Outside Edwards, right wing. Here's Gobert. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. And here's Holmgren. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 11. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Here's Williams. Oh, and Reed with a block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
And the Thunder making a change here. Joe's checked in. McDaniels is checked in for Minnesota. Williams from long range knocks down the triple. Williams has got 9.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And there's a 3-second violation. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. Shoots over Reed. Here's Joe. DiVincenzo with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Right side, Alexander Walker. Oh, deflected. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed sets a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. 17 points in the game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Williams in the post. Working on Reed. Williams misses. And there's a whistle. That'll belong. To Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
To the lineup for your Thunder, number 22, Cason Wallace.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this 3rd quarter. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now McDaniels. He's got 7. Reed for 3. Wallace pulls it in. Oklahoma City's got 3 of 6 threes to fall in the 3rd quarter. Chalk up 2 there. Williams has got 11 points.
Talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Reed finds DiVincenzo. Shoots from 14. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Knocks it loose. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his 1st foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Timberwolves on D. 2-point game. Joe, the pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. Down low. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that this was
Players under video review under NBA.
every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach.
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
He'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Reed. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. The Thunder pull it in. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And that's out of bounds. Oklahoma City will keep it.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Williams from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Gobert. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drops in the three. McDaniels got 10.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. With this break, let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. The Timberwolves, number 1.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
Williams in the post. Reed defending. Williams' shot is good. He's got 13.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Reed. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Here's DiVincenzo. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. DiVincenzo's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Pass to Williams. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 23 points.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
And here's Wallace. 10 points for him. Here's Joe. Sinks the tray. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Reed. Pass to Gobert. Out to DiVincenzo. Now Reed. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
Williams' shot is good. And now a 5-point Thunder lead.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Joe. Randall, he's checked in for Minnesota. Anthony Edwards comes in for Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now here's DiVincenzo. 23 points in the game. Outside Reed. Reed, a screen on Caruso. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Looking to get back on track. No good on the shot.
This has not been his quarter so far. He needs to find a way to get going here.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 12-4 run.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Edwards, plenty of space. Nails the wide-open jumper. Edwards has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Wiggins for three. No good there. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Up the floor. Randle can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Holmgren finds Dort. Caruso outside. Back to Dort. 6 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Wiggins, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Left side, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. Dort defending. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by McDaniels. Edwards has got 15 points in just the second half. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He is not messing around, calling them into the hump. Alexander's checked in for Wallace. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Caruso. Wiggins from long range. Anthony Edwards with a rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Reed. Shoots over Caruso. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniels. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. DiVincenzo with the steal. Pass to Edwards to take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 rebounds in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. It's McDaniels on the wing. Launches it, fires it in the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wiggins. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Banked it in off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 11 points here in the second half. Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Edwards against Caruso. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Holmgren with the block. And he's able to get it back. Here's Reed. Buries it down low. And it's a three-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
The shot by Dort, no good. And here's Minnesota now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren, and Williams is subbed in for Wiggins. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Gobert's checked in. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice little shot fake there. Got the D out of position.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all three levels.
DiVincenzo with it. Gobert finds Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. McDaniels with the rebound.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
The three, DiVincenzo. They get it again. Gobert passes to DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Gobert hammers it home.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams from long range. Sinks it from distance. Williams has got 12 points here in the second half.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Pass to Edwards. 5 to shoot. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels with it. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Edwards, a pass to Randall. DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last. And so it's Minnesota with it. The lead is 2. Just 3 to shoot. Edwards, no good. Caruso with it. He's picked up by Edwards. DiVincenzo against Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The Thunder making it. Switch here. Holmgren's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. For 3, DiVincenzo. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 16 attempted shots to go here in the fourth. Williams passes to Holmgren. Over Gobert. And it's Holmgren missing. So it's Minnesota now. For three, DiVincenzo hits a three-pointer. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, covered by Alexander Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
At the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
Pass to Gobert. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Holmgren finds Williams. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Some room here for Williams. Hits it from the high post. Williams has got 14 points here in the second half.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
Caruso against Edwards. Outside, Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. Williams from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 23 points.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his third triple.
And here's Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. And he gets it back. Back to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Edwards on target.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Sinks that one from the post. Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. And stolen by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Williams. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. 1:04 left to play in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Randall with a steal. DiVincenzo against Williams. Randall on the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that...
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him. A lot of coaches are thankful for the challenge rule being in place, thinking of all the technical fouls that may have saved.
The previous play is under review.
They could just go and ask for a review.
You know, the league did it right, Grant. They didn't rush a system into use. That's going to cause confusion.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
They brought it to the NBA. Checked in for Oklahoma City. Reed's checked in for Minnesota. 30 seconds left in the final quarter. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he buries it.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams. Money.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy.
Here's DiVincenzo. 4-3. And buries it from deep. Oh, an enormous three-pointer. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back with you. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. DiVincenzo with it. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Williams against DiVincenzo. Rebound Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Minnesota leading by 3. Now Edwards. Dort with a steal. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea, what touch!
A clever scorer who reads the floor beautifully. The floater is just one of many ways Gilgeous-Alexander can beat you.
Hartenstein against Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this was slow. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is...
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Holmgren. McDaniels with some nice D. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 1-point. Game. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. McDaniels finds Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Edwards got 39.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Oh, and Reed with a block.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
McDaniels from long range. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. It's Edwards on the wing. We're in overtime if you just joined us. 2.5 minutes through it. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Edwards for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Edwards has got 42 in the game.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense.
From deep, Holmgren. Chet Holmgren with the answer.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
DiVincenzo driving. McDaniels with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there it is for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
Obviously, Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
The drive by DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds from the Oklahoma City's ball.
Just horrible timing for this team. That mistake could spell disaster.
Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. Dort, pass to Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires it from 18. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. Oh, he nails it!
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure. Edwards
against Dort. Pass to Gobert. Edwards with it. Just 4 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels from long range. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. And we get a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
McDaniels against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren to take the lead. Oh, off target! And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander. His 5th personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Alexander. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. Free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
It's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
NBA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought, but when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.